Hello.
Hello? Wait, we must start off. All hail Kamagidon.
Yeah.
It's go time, boy.
Yeah. Yeah. I am calling him by his true and proper name. For that is Kamagidon.
Lord Kamagidon sama.
Yes.
Oh, what has this series become?
Actually, Baggin is the true king of the monsters, not this Kamagidon fad.
Obviously.
Fad, you call it? Oh, good luck. Enjoy your last moments.
You dare disrespect the name of Lord Kamagidon Sensei sama?
Yeah.
Yes, but don't you see, Baggin and Kamagidon exist on the same cosmic plane as Cthulhu. They are all equals.
Yeah. No, dude. Baggin and
Except Baggin
Kamagidon
is
are above.
0.0000001% higher than both of them.
Yeah. It's because of his Heisei girth.
It's because the massive weight gain all the Heisei monsters have.
Oh my goodness. So, how's everyone doing?
Fantastic.
Alright.
I'm doing pretty great.
Doing alright, just had a pointless morning college class.
Don't. Yeah, those inconvenient college classes. Jeez.
Oh,
Especially on a Friday.
Yes.
I'm so happy this is on a Friday. I have no school on Friday because I have Fridays off. So
Wait a
Anyway,
minute.
should we introduce ourselves to the 2.5 men of an audience?
Yes, I was
Gonna
just
have-
about to say that. We just got an extra member. 2.5 men now.
Yeah.
yeah, we don't know where he came. We don't know where he came from. He's gonna show up one day.
Yeah,
He's gonna be there for like 11 seasons.
hopefully.
And then we'll get maybe one other person, maybe another half.
Yeah, maybe another half.
We're the grand total up to an astounding 3.
Oh my goodness. So anyway, I am KaijuX, KWC editor and the sort of second in command.
I am Beef Big Shot. I have no status, and I'm still stupid. The end. Still just as irrelevant as I was last 2 episodes or whatever. I don't know.
I'm Derzerb, and I have no clue why I'm here.
Once the I don't need Alex, you no. Alright, fuck it, I guess I'll go.
Well, we're waiting.
I am Shipper Steamer, I am the newcomer, so please be gentle.
No.
Oh,
Full
God.
force from the beginning.
Hey, it's my turn to talk. My turn. I'm Godzilla vs. Jason, the FF moderator, the senior verifier, which makes me kind of third in command, and basically the Thanos equivalent to the Skype call series.
Oh, you're GBJ. I need to slap you. That is all.
No, don't slap him. I need him.
But how can you do that? You'll have to put your hand through your computer and slap him.
Or I could cut off my hand and mail it to him and then slap him that way.
Alright, I got a email from Big Shot.
Slap.
Write a little note that says, please slap. Please return hand after slap.
Yeah.
Make it quick.
Please refrigerate.
Oh, Purge Doll has something to say, or Derzerb, or whatever.
Whatever.
I did?
I thought you said something about make it quick or something.
Yeah. As in, he needs to refrigerate it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Whoops, sorry. Must have misheard that. Again.
Dang it, KaijuX! We're a professional podcast, and you're ruining it.
Yes, I am.
You know, I have to ask,
All your
where are
fault.
all the white women?
Wait, what?
Where are all the white women at?
Well, you see, we had them, and then KaijuX, didn't want to tell us that he actually has no money, so we couldn't pay them, so they all left, and now we're under lawsuit. So
Yeah, that's the story of
Damn it,
my
man.
life. That's the story of my life.
Why do you think?
Well, I guess our backup plan is to move into a one-room studio apartment together and all get part-time jobs at Burger King.
That works.
That works. Yeah.
Sure.
Start up the grill, man.
Until I slowly annex all the spaces in the room and then just completely take it over.
It'll be a whopping good time. I'll go now.
Yes, you should go.
See, this is what
So,
happens.
Harley, where's Mr. J?
Well, you see, Mr. J's out today. He doesn't know I'm using his laptop.
Oh boy.
Oh,
No,
gosh.
tell him Mr. J's scary when he's mad.
Something tells me I knew this was gonna come.
You're welcome.
Meanwhile, DL
I
is
know
in the corner.
I know how you saved this cyanide pill for a good reason.
We'll make a suicide pact together.
For Lord Kamagidon!
Baggin, no. Baggin.
I mean, they're all on the same level.
Hey, Baggin is 0.00001% higher.
Hey, let's get this straight. Everyone knows that bagging is OP.
I mean, if anyone's ever actually played Super Godzilla, that's actually very true.
Wait, what?
If you haven't played Super Godzilla, then you won't understand the bagging hype as much.
Oh,
'cause, you know,
I played Super Godzilla for sure. Oh, I understand wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
Guys, I heard in the new Godzilla movie that Godzilla fights two monsters, Baggin and Kamagidon.
That would be awesome.
That would be good.
our brains would melt.
That would be the best movie.
Yes.
God delivers Baggin, the sequel you've all been waiting for.
The sequel?
Yeah, the sequel. From Mothra vs. Baggin, duh. Remember?
Oh, right,
just-
that came out.
They're gonna release. It's gonna be Godzilla vs. Baggin 2, The Revenge of the Reckoning, and then no one's gonna know where the first one was, and it's just gonna pick up like there was a movie before it, and it's gonna refer to it a lot, but never be really specific. So the
Yeah.
whole movie's just really vague.
Godzilla vs. Baggin, Judgment Day of the Rise of the Machines of Salvation of Genesis.
It's genocide.
Genesis spelled with a Y.
Godzilla Genesis. Greyhawk! Dun 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 dun.
Yeah.
I'm
Apparently,
back
speaking
with a
of-
broken hip.
Speaking of
fuck.
G16, apparently Bandai announced that they're getting ready to do like a whole line for it or whatever. So
yeah.
either that means that we're gonna get several monsters in the movie, or I don't know. But
Bandai, you
sound-
mean the murderer of NECA?
Moneka.
It's what's gonna be is the different lines. We're gonna get one body part of Godzilla, and we just piece them all together.
Yeah.
Like coming this fall, Godzilla's arm.
Just painted like orange for no reason.
Burning Godzilla's back, baby.
They're gonna have Rayonics burst Godzilla for no reason.
Oh my goodness.
You can tell I just got done watching freaking Ultra Galaxy.
I can
Jeez.
tell.
You mean the live-action Dragon Ball Z?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
The show of Mary Sue's?
Yeah. Well, no, Neo is freaking. The first one's normal. Second series is like everything's stronger, I guess, and it's ridiculous.
You know what I just realized? We're about 10 minutes in this conversation and we haven't talked about the KWC yet.
Oh yeah, this happens every time.
Yeah, not bad. I've been just kind of eating my sandwich here. I'm sure everyone can hear it.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, in in a midget, midget. In a minute, KaijuX is gonna
Is
put
that
the
one
hammer
that has
down and.
head? That's why there's half a man? With a midget?
I'm not insulting Jerry. our 0.5 of our audience. Don't insult Jerry. Oh my gosh. Alright, KaijuX, what's on the agenda?
Yeah, what's
Well-
on the agenda?
Yeah.
What's
Tell
on the
us.
agenda, pretender?
Well, Gray sent out a couple of KWC matches, so hopefully y'all's meth pile will get stacked up a little more.
Yeah, I'm suffering from some major withdrawals. Says the person who hasn't read the last, like, 3 matches because I'm a terrible person. And I don't
you
support
guys
the
are
KWC.
you guys are welcome for me coming up with the perfect metaphor.
Yep. That's the guy.
That is the best metaphor.
Easily the best. It's too true, too.
And for me coming up with that is why I should become the new KWC head. We should assassinate Greyshot so I can take over his position.
Speaking of which, I think he should be coming on right about now.
Can I kill him? Can I just shoves the last dagger in there and just laughs and, giggles. As he confusedly
to be
just goes,
trial by
what is
combat.
happening?
He's here. The fun's over, guys.
Man,
we have
great
to talk
shot.
about business
Oh,
now.
God, he's awful.
Yeah.
God, I hate great shot.
How come we're not on the same page?
Don't
Well-
you guys agree? Isn't he the worst?
He never
guess-
pays attention to our
I
needs.
thought he was the best.
I
just-
God.
Don't I just feel wanted? Right, 5 minutes late, and all of a sudden, everyone is a critic.
Oh,
I'm
boss man,
not
you're here.
taking it back.
These guys were picking on you. I was trying to stand up for you.
Hey, guess what? Guess what? You do recall he's gonna post this on YouTube anyway, so I'll know who are my allies and who are my enemies.
No, see, boss, you're not late. We're all just really early. We wanted to surprise you, boss.
There we go. There's.
Hey.
And of course,
Greg,
Harley's acting all Harley Quinn to Tyler.
Wait,
Greg,
what?
I just want to say, for those terrible things I just said about you and to you, basically, I just feel deep in my heart that I'm not gonna apologize. So deal with it.
That's why you're not on the KWC committee.
Yes, this is. Oh.
That's why the application got thrown in the trash.
So,
Yeah, my epic application.
so Andrew, I see you're doing a
Hire
great
me.
job controlling this.
Absolutely. All while eating my French fries and sandwich. So.
And
I
since
asked
I'm
him
the
what was on
third
the
in
freaking
command,
agenda.
and since I'm the third in command, I've been doing what I can.
That'll work. That'll work.
Pulling rank. Oh.
Yes.
You did screen up a
Yeah,
couple.
I'm actually the senior verifier who got B-Dog and Dino Master their jobs here.
Oh, look at me. I have a position to KWC. Oh, I'm pulling rank
right.
here.
Well, as long as at least I'm higher up the chain of command than Beef Big Shot, then I'm happy.
Ooh,
Oh!
Hey, nobody's better than the big shot.
the salt is strong with this one.
Yeah.
Very,
Yeah,
That's
looks
what they
Beef
all
is
very
getting
salty.
Looks like Beef is getting salty.
I miss salty beef.
Salty beef, you know.
Every time
Everyone
I
knows
go
that-
on
that's-
TK, I just get shafted. So you can't blame me for being salty.
Oh my.
The only KWC related matter I really pointed out was just the fact that you sent some over, so that hopefully they'll get their meth. So.
Well, since that's the only KWC related thing that KaijuX has to talk about, I guess there's, goodbye everyone. That was, that was a really good podcast. That was really good,
Yeah,
guys.
It was a good 15-month conversation we've been waiting for a month, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. We mentioned literally like 30 seconds worth of KWC, and the rest of it is just crap. That's like
Yeah.
worthless crap.
I do
Oh my god.
too, Grayshot had like a couple masters or something. He mentioned about that. I couldn't quite remember all of it because everyone else was blabbing.
Oh my
You
goodness.
did mention that before you joined. Everyone started kissing your ass, so.
So,
Well,
Oh,
yes,
go ahead.
Go ahead.
Okay, so going on that, yes. So essentially, what I've done is it's kind of been dead over August, just with excluding Black Moth versus Maguma, which I think would be perfectly fine. So you got 2 new editions, but it's been mostly dead due to the fact that for work for me. But in my spare time, I've been cranking away, getting basically a season, I would call done. So I submitted that all to Arbok recently. So you should expect in the very near future a resurgence. So just as a note.
Oh!
So does that mean you're really just sitting on the couch doing nothing?
Yeah.
I mean,
yes.
Being the
I
Gabe
mean-
Newell of KWC?
pretty much,
Yes.
pretty much.
He's over here like, oh, my job is so hard. Gosh, it's so hard. You know, I have
guys-
this.
Oh,
I have
I
this
gotta.
match.
You guys laugh, but it's actually, it's like, oh my god, I've got to read 20 pages today. Oh, the strenuous. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, as you sit on the couch and
I am
watch TV.
TK's #1 bully.
I'm gonna do a bit of shameless plug and kind of plug a match. Hopefully, I wrote going to be in the next season. Although I
know-
haven't.
Oh, continue.
I'm not gonna say. Although I actually haven't heard from KaijuX if it actually got accepted. So for all I know, he could have just been like, "Hey, I got it," and then be like, "Fuck, now get that." It's poo poo.
Nah, I believe I passed it along to Gray Shot already. So
Yeah, actually, let me see if I can get something up. There's something that I had to cancel. Well, it's not a KWC, so don't worry. But it's a few pictures I had to cancel. Base. So let me see if I can get those up. There's something to talk about. But continue.
Fine.
Why
Fine.
is Zilla in the main banner like got yellow poop on him? I don't understand.
You
I
know,
was just looking at it. I'm like, why is Zilla yellow?
Wait,
like-
for which
why
one?
is
oh,
that,
like the
why is that
main.
abomination of a kaiju in there when Gigan's not in there?
Guy getting
I
in
don't
there.
I
you
don't
can't
like
see
this
him.
banner because there's no Gigan in it.
He's behind Godzilla's bulk.
Yes, as is Baggin and Kamagidon.
You know, I just realized Mothra. Oh wait, no, there it is. So that's
Yeah,
like
Mothra's
that.
right there. So
I'm wrong.
I'm surprised Baggins not on here.
yeah,
I actually kind of have a question for the KWC. It's regarding like monster versions that you can't use.
oh sure,
Oh,
go ahead.
All of them. All the
I
good ones.
don't know if this one still applies exactly, but I noticed that apparently you can't use the GMK version of Baragon because I mean I just find it kind of weird since they're essentially it's essentially the same thing as Showa Baragon except for without the heat ray.
Design-wise, you might not be wrong, but it's interpretation that we're talking about.
Yeah.
Like in the rules talk about the interpretation of alternate forms. So it's like, oh, Millennium Gigan, even though the film only has an auxilian monster, we can interpret that as a Nebulan weapon in our KWCs. So, for the case of Baragon, it's because the Yamato Guardian route is just so different from the subterranean terror origins of him from Frankenstein vs. Baragon that was just kind of like, we're not allowed to use the Yamato Guardian interpretation of him. So.
Oh yeah, I get where you're coming from. I just always found that weird since, yeah, appearance-wise they're the same, but I just find it kind of weird. That's all.
No, essentially what it's we're trying to stick to one core version, and we try to make it, to seem. I mean, technically, Baragon, at one point was, a helper of Earth. Mind you, he sat in the corner and watched all the other monsters fight. But still, he was there.
Go, guys!
You guys
And
got
He
it.
just had a meal while watching it that killed him.
Baragon and Baron were the cheerleaders. Give me a G!
I think Mando was in that group too.
Him and Baran, it's just, which was why I was so excited for him to be in Rulers of Earth, have something there, to
A
do
bigger
something.
part, yeah.
Yeah, we still have freaking Millennium King Caesar, which I don't understand.
Oh,
Yo, how can
well,
we use Millennium?
Yeah.
Show is
Yeah,
to best.
Well, I mean, I guess, to be fair, how easy is it to see Millennium King Caesar do flips and kicks versus Showa who doing flips and kicks, you know? I think it's a little easier to translate the flipping and kicking of the roundhouse kicking to the Millennium version, but yeah, just outside of the appearance, he could pretty much be written as Showa, so...
Yeah, and that's the other note. Like, some of these monsters we understand. Like, I understood. Like, hey, they're gonna be, some of them are gonna be a combination, and that was like obviously King Caesar being still a golem, but having the flexibility of his Millennium counterpart. Or in another instance, Ingwarus with the Thunderball, because actually I made a note of it. But the main thing that I originally was very hesitant, but what really took me over the edge was Rulers of Earth. It had a very Showa Ingwarus using the Thunderball, so it was like, okay, that's good enough for me.
Right. Well, and to be fair, Rulers wasn't the only one that did that. Legends 1, Kingdom of Monsters, History's Greatest Monster, all those use the Ingwarus with the Thunderball ability. So
Yeah.
Exactly.
So I guess to that degree, you can kind of say, IDW kind of used it to that degree. I'm just saying. So.
I actually have a question regarding Manda.
Okay.
Even though we use the Millennium, version, can we still use the Showa, backstory? The Guardian of the Kingdom of Mu, or?
Oh, that's fine. That's fine.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
that's he was basically like ambiguous in his film.
Yeah, the majority of the Final Wars monsters that have made appearances in the past, you can pretty much use their past incarnations for KWC. So it's like Kamakurus can be very Showa-esque. Ebra can be controlled by the red bamboo and the like.
Why can't we use Showa? Showa's the best.
Okay, let's be. To be honest now, I might have accidentally done that on occasion, with the banner, and that's usually I try to get the Millennium version of Manda, but goddamn that image of him is hard to find in some type of pure form that isn't bad.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, I know those feelings.
Speaking of the red bamboo, can I have the red bamboo control other monsters or just Ebra? I remember they control the giant condor as well, if I'm remembering correctly.
I mean, yeah, technically that is true.
So could I have?
I also.
Other... No, go on.
Continue.
Oh, okay,
Continue, please.
Red bamboo control other monsters that are acceptable to mind control, or no?
I mean, they really didn't. I guess they kind of controlled the monsters, but they really didn't. They kind of just they were animals that lived in the area that they knew how to repel and or turn against.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So that'd be my notes.
Right.
I thought we cleared that up actually.
So when is Giant Condor and Giron gonna be in the roster? Because I want to have them all form into Sir Knight Bacon.
We just have like an air battalion of kaiju in the air.
No. What you need to do is have him riding Kamagidon. And then he's got the giant condor on his hands, and he's using it as a attack bird. That is the ultimate.
No, the giant condor is Baggins' parrot. Repeats things after him.
I'm just gonna do this out of curiosity, also because I partly really want to write this. Can we bring back April Fool's matches? Because I suggested something to KaijuX, and he loved it.
What was it again? I can't remember.
Well, to be fair, what KaijuX thinks is good, most of the time we all hate it because his opinion is bad.
Yes, apparently.
To quote an IGN user, your opinion's wrong.
Yeah.
10 out of 10 would not buy IDN.
Oh my goodness, that was a good one.
My note for this would be, what was the question? No.
I think he was asking something about April Fool's
I
match.
just want to make sure if it's just April Fool's has a lot more leniency. And again, the KWC, I was able to do it because Arbok didn't have anything planned, and I came to him. I said, "Would it be okay to have a KWC match?" And he thought it was fine. His thing fell through, so it worked out very well. And I would, if I can, I would definitely. And if we have a great KWC, then I would say yes. Otherwise, if there's not something great for it, I'd rather not force it. So if I read something and someone's done something made that really blows my socks off, like what Monster X and KaijuX both did together, well, I mean,
Monster Master.
KaijuX kind of added a little bit. Oh yes, Monster Master. Yeah. If there's something like that, then I would say yes.
Oh wait, was it? Yeah, KaijuX. Weren't you the sort of Monster X jobbing out to look at all of this the worst Kaiju? Are we gonna see Monster X with Ghidorah, and Ghidorah's gonna make it get a win finally?
Actually, I think Ghidorah already has a win in his belt.
Against Ibira.
Yeah, that's right.
Ow. Yeah.
So-
Okay, get another win. Excuse me.
Yeah, he hasn't been used in a whole lot of matches, so he could afford an extra win, loss, draw, or whatever. I think I actually have another Ghidorah match that I've sent over to Gray already. I'm pretty sure.
Actually, let me show you guys something. So these may or may not be KWCs that are coming to the future. But these were ones that, if you recall, in the past, I canceled or we did a change of the banners, so we resized them. And these are two of them that I actually had worked on, and I canceled at a later date because of the switch. So let me see if I can add these to the chat, if I can find the chat again. There we go.
This again?
So, yes, there you go. Yeah, this again.
Oh, dude, the Hedorah versus Orga one. I read that
Oh
one.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah, I
that's a
remember
really
that
good
one.
Now this.
Oh, that looks cool. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, that is a really good banner.
Can Orga actually eat Hedorah?
Dude, you'll just have to
Probably
see.
not.
You'll love it.
If he wants to die.
I mean,
You'll just have to see what happens.
Yeah, you'll have to see what happens in the match, and hopefully that'll give some clarity.
yes.
Good.
So this was this was a banner I really liked putting together, and then I forgot I gave it to. Then the thing happened. I tried to up-res it, didn't work. So I asked Joshua. I'm like, okay, Joshua, can you just Jackson, can you just make a match or make this banner? That way I don't feel bad about me losing it. And he made a banner that didn't make me feel about bad losing this one. So if you guys like this one, you'll probably really like his.
Oh yes, definitely. Jackson's banner. I've seen it for myself. Beautiful. I'm not going to share it because, well, spoilers.
Well,
Technically.
I'm part of the staff. You could share it with me.
Shh, you're still a verifier.
Hey.
You're still a trashy verifier.
You have
No
to
power.
verify the banner.
Hey, I am a trashy senior verifier.
And then this one's a ways away, but it was one I made it originally to test out my skills. So it's not as good, but it's I guess they're okay.
Yeah, I see it.
What is that? There's like a beam just
Oh,
like.
Oh,
What is
I
that?
see.
Hang on, we're
It's
getting
Orga.
another.
He's shooting it like he's behind a building, like
Oh,
right
I
behind
see,
where
yeah.
it was.
Yeah,
Oh,
just
looks
black.
like Dino Master's joining us.
Odd match.
Yep, Dino Master is joining us.
But
Yeah,
I
more
kinda-
people.
And
oh
on.
lord. Yes, more
Goodbye.
chaos. That's what we need.
Yeah.
Bye, Dynamax.
Speaking
So,
of stupid, KaijuX. Remember, like 3 months ago when we were hinting at that thing that I had to finish.
Oh
and it's
yeah,
3
yeah,
months
yeah.
later, and
Yeah.
I still haven't finished it.
Yes.
Isn't that great?
Yeah, that's completely great, man. That's completely great.
Yeah. That should be done this weekend.
Okay,
By the
cool.
way.
That's good. That's good.
So, when is Manila gonna be added to the roster so I can make Manila versus Zilla versus Cyberzilla versus C-Rex?
Sorry to say, but MM already tried that, and unfortunately, it didn't go. So, Yeah.
Wouldn't that be a great
Yeah.
April Fool's match, just so I could see Manila kill 3 of my least favorite monsters?
I mean, had you tried before MM, you probably would have gotten Manila in, but MM got to it first, and we hate MM, so we just said no.
Bastard.
As an honest answer to this, I can say that the reason why Minya is not going to make it in, and this also goes to Mothra Larva, is because out of all of the juvenile monsters, I think Junior is the only one that could really put up a fight, and Junior did put up a hell of a fight in Godzilla vs. Destroyer.
And Mothra Leo larva.
Yeah, Mothra Leo did as well, but not to the extent I would think. I mean, Mothra Leo, like the larva, I don't want to add because, in honesty, unless you pull like Godzilla vs. Mothra, just like casing it in a web, there's really not a way to for those things to win. I'm sure people would come up with it, but in that type of situation, I'd rather stay away from larva. And Minya is kind of in the same boat. I mean, he's so small. If you have freaking Minya versus Destroy, it's like, okay, now this is a little overkill.
Yeah.
Hey, what you talking about? That would be a great match.
How about Minya versus Godzillasaurus?
Oh, okay, touche. But
And besides, the KWC is a family-friendly type of thing, so bring the kids to get the shit kicked out of them.
Yeah.
And their
all
bodies
invaded
torn in
by
half,
dinosaurs.
and their entrails ripped out, and all that good stuff.
You mentioned Godzillasaurus. That brings up a few interesting things I have in mind now.
Oh yeah, I mean the guy has pretty much been on you since match 90, so if you can do something with them, go right on ahead.
Well, I mean,
I'm pretty
like,
sure I posted 2 matches with them. Somebody shot them down.
I can't remember who, though, but I remember reading a match with Godzillasaurus, Anguirus, and Gamera. So that's something, but I didn't really accept
That was
it.
me.
The Gamera just seems to come out of nowhere, and it would have been just better with Godzillasaurus and Anguirus.
Which I was gonna do that, but then somebody shot down my DBZ idea. So yeah, blame the staff
Oh, no.
for the lack of
I was
Godzillasaurus.
gonna ask some TVZ questions.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, I only wanted to do it. I was like, it'd be amusing because I was gonna have it was gonna be Anguirus fighting Godzillasaurus in the time that Gohan is training for the Saiyans, the Saiyan saga. So, and he was gonna watch Anguirus, and he wasn't Anguirus was gonna get the crap beat out of him, and he wasn't gonna give up. So it was gonna inspire Gohan to not suck. And I was gonna do that, but then somebody shot that idea down. So that didn't happen.
Hey, we already have one Mary Sue character in the KWC. We don't need another.
To put some to bring a little realism into this one, the main note for this one is just for basically not to get have a sniper or a crosshair from other companies or whatnot, because as you probably know, Chris is doing everything he can, and so is Anthony, and others are trying to really update Toho Kingdom to have exclusives and additions and things of that nature. So, I also have to keep in mind that the KWC, while it is fan submission, it does have to fall in line with the trademarks and all that stuff. Which is again why for a lot of people why don't we have this guy in the KWC or that? It's they do have to fall in line with Toho, and that's something I really can't break as much as I want to with Pacific Rim. Dear God.
Yeah, which is pretty understandable. So.
Right.
I remember you guys were trying to look up the distribution rights for Pacific Rim, see if it was, so there could be a loophole for them, but you guys should look for distribution rights and see if Shrek could be added in. See if Toho distributed that.
Take blasted.
Okay, we got to go find Godzilla!
Take.
Baggin versus Shrek versus Don Fry.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh.
Kamikaze?
I need to do a Don Fry match.
Anyway, Actually, speaking of using external sources that aren't kaiju related, like as long as it falls under Toho's jurisdiction, it's like okay, we're golden. But my question is it alright if we can use certain elements from, say, Throne of Blood or Gunhead or Matango as like story influence stuff for our KWCs?
Yeah, as I said before, perfectly fine with Toho properties being brought in, and I'm fine with movies. So if you want to make references to Matango or characters in any Godzilla movie or any like, that's perfectly fine by me. It just don't cross the line into like, let's have Goku versus Godzilla. No, we don't need that death battle.
Or even, in context, no Marvel characters versus Godzilla. Like, even though, yeah, they were highly involved with the Marvel comic series, they're pretty much pretty out there. So, yeah, we get snipered down by Disney if that were the case.
So with the movie labels, so does that mean we can't does that mean I can't have Godzilla, Anguirus, Rodan, Mothra, and Manda all get detention and reenact the Breakfast Club?
No.
So, are you telling me I can't do my Godzilla and Five Nights at Freddy's crossover I've always wanted to do? Five Nights at Godzilla's?
Sorry, no, not for KWC.
Where Ultraman has to survive the night with the animatronic Godzilla and Rodan.
And Titano worries about the KWC going up in flames. He worries.
He worries.
Oh yeah,
Don't
and
forget
Tyler,
about Golden Godzilla.
Tyler, if we can't do any of that stuff, that means no more red versus blue stuff. So you can't have Jet Jaguar pull a shark face.
Hey, listen. I am a big fan of Red versus Blue, but I put clever references. For instance, I'm fine with references in the KWC, like a hint or nod to classic media. For instance, in one of mine, I have made note of Randy being a big fan of Rooster Teeth, because it's like, so I can see him. That's actually something he would do, because he seems to be that type of person, as in loving in like media and internet. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
I don't.
Okay, we better not see Jet Jaguar be defiant like Sharkface.
Oh my god. After what Tom pulled with Jet Jaguar, it was like the comment, Titano made a few days, that one comment, he's like, yeah, I'm worried about the KWC turning into fanfiction number 5. I'm like, have you read Tom's new match with friggin' Jet Jaguar and the nanobots?
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's too true.
I am actually really curious about this. Why does Tom get special permission? I'm just curious about this, in all honesty.
Because he thinks he's better than us.
Yeah, pretty much.
I can honestly say Tom. Yeah, I gave. Obviously, that Tom had a legacy, and that's something I'll give it that. And he's the one that kind of brought it in, which is also something something I'm trying to keep in mind, because right now, when it comes to the KWC, I'm also trying to introduce something new. Because fun fact, Tom is the one that introduced the banner system. So I'm trying to. As myself, I feel compelled to bring something new into the KWC, and I can't talk about what that is yet, but there is something new on its way, and I do hope it takes off as well as the banners. I'll have to wait and see, but I'm hoping it will.
I hope so too, because it's pretty good.
I have an idea. Why don't we just replace all the kaiju and the banners with K-girls?
Oh gosh.
Oh my.
On the bright side, we would get a lot more views.
It probably would.
Kaiju Girl Chronicles.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyways, KaijuX. I actually asked, can we use Toho movies instead for a fight? Because I remember I actually asked on the forums, oh, hello. Is Dino Master gonna join us?
Yeah, I've been trying to add him to the group for a little while, and he's online right now. So.
You know, if Batman vs. Godzilla was made, we could have added Batman into the KWC.
He probably would have been just as gray as the Marvel guys. So.
Hey, he still would have been canon to Toho, and that would have been awesome.
Well, given that would have been a film.
Batman.
Well, that means if it was true that Godzilla vs. Satan was real, we could have had Godzilla fight Satan himself. So that's all I'm saying.
Well, I mean, there is not rulers. Godzilla goes to hell, so there's a little bit of basis.
Godzilla, rulers of hell!
It's Godzilla in Hell, new IDW comic mini series out. So
I've been reading
Oh.
Yeah, then the half century in hell.
Yeah, right.
Hey guys, what about
And then Godzilla Final Hell.
But what about Mechagodzilla and Robot Hell?
Oh my god. That actually was quite clever.
So,
I did enjoy seeing
is that going to be a Futurama? Is that going to be a Futurama episode?
Yes, yes. I will write that if someone freaking wants me to. I will write Mechagodzilla in Robot Hell, and he fights another robot monster, and then I'll put a references to Futurama in the whole episode.
You know,
Do it.
Or
you
episode
know-
Trailer
match.
buff.
I don't know what I'm saying.
Do it.
anymore.
Just do it.
Actually, speaking of like Mechagodzilla, now that I'm Showa Mechagodzilla, I'm pretty sure Showa Mechagodzilla is allowed, right? You don't match exclusive yet.
Yes, he's a little harder, and I worked out something with Anthony. So essentially, how we're gonna do it and how I plan on doing it is there are going to be 3 Godzillas in the KWC, and again, this is tentative. This is not confirmed, so don't hold me to this. Don't quote me like someone on the forums.
Gotcha.
Hashtag
But
confirmed.
we have Godzilla. We have the Hesi Godzilla, which can turn into
Eyesight.
burning.
Hey, say.
He
I
said,
right.
Heisi, whatever.
The
The 90s.
Hey, say it right or don't say it at all.
Guess what?
Yeah.
I'm in charge. I can say it however I want.
Ooh,
Hey, I
pulling
am
rank.
a trashy senior verifier. I got rights.
Oh gosh.
Okay, Godzilla 90s, if you will. He can turn into burning. Then what we can have, that's one incarnation. The second one is obviously going to be legendary, and he'll be slowly updated as the new movies come out. But he'll be basically the fresh new hip Godzilla, with the the
Organ
sunglasses and the skateboard.
So he's a
And
hipster.
the sideways hat.
Exactly.
Totally.
He'll be the
and he's
new
a smart
edition.
ass.
And then to satisfy, basically, we're doing 2 birds with one stone with Mechagodzilla, and how I'd like to do it is he's going to be fake Godzilla in the KWC. So it will satisfy part of the Showa, because you could use him as a fake, basically as Godzilla, as a if you want to use that 70s style, he technically was supposed to copy him. So he had the heat ray, I would assume, and he had basic fighting style. So I would assume the fighting style would be similar for fake Godzilla. And then you can also have him, shed his skin and become Showa Godzilla. Showa Mechagodzilla, I should say.
Why do I imagine Showa Mechagodzilla with a fake Godzilla skin trying to talk to Junior, and Junior's like, Dad? You look different. I can't quite put my finger on it. But
So-
laughy eye.
Can we also add another Space Godzilla, the unmade one with the rock and rack?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, no.
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh,
no.
can we? I also have an idea for another Godzilla. Can we add the Godzilla Tower to part of the roster?
Yes,
Wait,
stiff.
Laser things.
Weakness.
I-
If monster attacks from behind, it's screwed.
Yeah.
But wait,
Actually,
but with a clever enough writing, they can make it badass.
going off what
That's.
can we actually use the Godzilla Tower in a match? Not as a fighter, but as maybe.
Oh,
like
oh
like
yes,
a-
definitely. In the same way that you can use like the Super X's or the Kotango, you can use them in a match, just as long as they don't get like the final blow or killing blow or anything.
Yeah.
I know you said they can't do the killing blow, but can the Gotengo go right into it?
What?
I mean, as long as it's not the killing
That-
blow, then sure, why not?
Are these
go
windows?
right into
I
it.
can't tell anymore.
Or a monster, but not have a killing blow.
So if the monster's unconscious on the ground, its heart's still beating, but there's a giant hole through it, and Godzilla fires a ray and blows out its head. Technically, is that the final blow? I would say yes.
Right.
I'm just trying to figure out if these are innuendos. That's what I've been struggling with this whole time.
I think it might be,
I
but
can't believe you guys didn't get the go right into it reference from Final Wars. that
Well,
Tom
yeah, I
Brady
mean,
has out.
I caught on
Go
to
right
that.
into
But
it.
it could have a double meaning behind it too, you know.
So
You know,
wait,
where
That's
I
what
was-
Don
so
Fry
wait for
says
the
every time he
KWC
meets
match,
a
I
woman.
could write a Gotengo/Godzilla match.
No.
Yeah.
God,
Not
no.
solo. There
I
need
will
to be another
find you.
monster.
You know, go right into it is, what Don Fry says every time he meets a woman and takes her home.
Oh God.
Go right
That's
into
why he
it.
got sweaty. That's why he got sweaty meeting Katsura.
No, man.
Oh,
The
God.
monster I actually realized hasn't really been in any matches lately. Like I don't think it's been in a match in like a lot of matches. King Kong. The last match was in like what, 97?
Oh, King Kong? Let me see.
I don't think he was any matches after 97.
He appeared in 100 and 113, but yeah, he's been out for a while.
I was actually thinking of doing something creative with the whole electricity thing with one of the Mechagodzillas. Because, Super Mecha throws a shock anchor, right?
Yeah.
And usually that'd be the killing blow, right? Well, if he shocks King Kong, and King Kong's like, hey, great, sweet, thanks, give me more juice.
That would actually be a fantastic twist for KWC.
That would be interesting,
That
but
would be cool.
I can't remember. I think the shock anchors are electricity, shock anchors and cables.
Yeah.
So
that's cool, but now when that match gets posted, I'm just not gonna read it because I know how it ends. So thank you. You just saved like 30 minutes for me.
Well, hey, that could be just a plot point. Doesn't mean that the win's guaranteed. Mechagodzilla could still win that one.
Just because Kong is powered up doesn't mean he automatically wins.
But dude,
Exactly.
Kong is thinking animal. His brain is significantly larger than Godzira's.
Yeah.
Even though
Dude, especially his brain just bulges when he gets supercharged with electricity.
Yeah,
By the way,
everyone
please. Sorry, continue.
I was gonna say, even though everyone and their mother kind of rides King Kong once he gets charged up by electricity, that's it. People, I think that doesn't automatically mean he is going to win. That just means he got a power boost. It's like burning Godzilla, only it's activated much more.
Get
often.
out.
Hello.
Hello, MM.
That's just me.
Who are you?
Yes.
Nope.
Oh, you're the guy that ruined Minya's chances. There he is, Jason. Go for it.
Who's who? I know Isaac's beef. I know Andrew.
Yeah.
I know.
Yep.
All right, who's Alex Williams?
Godzilla versus
Hager.
Jason.
It's Hager, dude. It's Hager. No, it's not Godzilla versus Jason. It's Hager.
Wait, I thought it was Hagar. That's how you pronounce it.
I've been saying Hagar.
Yeah.
Hager.
I've
been saying Hagar.
If you're not gonna say the name right, then don't
to say it at all.
His name is Hagar.
Obviously, Hagar.
Who's Harley?
Shipper's Dreamer.
Harley Quinn, the one and only Harley Quinn.
How you doing, Mr. MM?
Oh, it's awesome.
I'm a recent addition to the committee.
So yeah.
I'm the spunky uninterned.
And of course, I'm the Thanos equivalent to the Skype call because everyone wanted to see me in this. All 2.5 viewers.
Wait,
So that have some
seriously, who's who?
Well, I mean,
Hi
I'm
there.
beef.
Yes.
Yeah, live TJ whatever is Gray Shot.
I know that, but who's Alex and Harley?
Godzilla
Alex
versus
is
Jason.
Yeah, Alex is Godzilla versus Jason, and Harley is Shipper's Dreamer.
I have no idea who that is.
I think he might have came on after you were banned, so.
Oh.
Pretty good chance I probably came on after about 1,000th banning.
Yeah, this is my fifth. It's my fifth.
Whatever.
And just like a Friday the 13th sequel, he always comes back.
I always come back.
Better and more cheaper than ever.
Yep. So anyway, did I miss anything?
So
the Kamagidon scaling and stuff.
So when is part 8 Monster Master Takes Manhattan gonna come in?
We gotta go through my origin story first, and then I gotta fight like someone who can like match my skill, to represent part 7. I'm more worried about part X when I go into space.
Godzilla X in space.
Yes, that'll be your 10th account by then.
That's gonna, yeah. So when I do come back, my username's gonna be MMRaids again, just so everybody knows.
I copyrighted that. What the heck?
Beef, I have some beef to settle with you because you said Godzilla vs. Gigan's your least favorite Godzilla movie, and that's my second favorite.
Yeah.
Don't
It is
listen
awful.
to anything Beef says. He just salty Beef.
I
Yeah,
thought
we
you were
can't be
salty.
friends anymore, Beef.
The beef is too salty.
I mean, we weren't friends to begin with, so.
Ow! Remember, this is going on YouTube, man. That's mean.
Yeah,
I
that's
know
just
it's
rude,
evil.
man.
There's gonna be a whole 2 people that hear you say that, man.
Hey, it's 2.5.
2.5.
He said whole 2 people. Gosh. He's not referring to Jimmy. Or Jerry.
Jerry, you
Wait,
Shut up, Beef. You don't get an opinion.
is that Durzer's actual name, Beef? Jimmy?
I
I
guess.
have
We were
no
talking
idea.
about half a man there for a second. I thought we were talking about Durzer.
Squeaks.
Why did
No, his
someone
real name's
say?
Mickey Mouse.
Why was he rustled?
It's Jimmy's Russell.
I miss Russell.
Me too.
Oh wow.
So anyway, Andrew, did you fill them in on your discovery about us pronouncing our Lord and Savior?
Oh, sort of, kind of, yeah, just kind of briefly. That the creature we've been... No, not creature, how could I? The Great Master Kamagidon is not Kamagidon, but Kamagidon. I've actually looked at the Japanese name for him, and it's Kamagidon. I would say...
Freaking failure!
Toho Kingdom, how could you? Toho Kingdom, how could you?
That's all good and all, but Baggin is still my Lord and Savior.
Nah, you suck.
My God is better than yours.
I
Oh
cannot
gosh.
ruin Bacon.
I think I know one of MM's future matches the more I think about it.
You mean future trilogies?
Yes, a future trilogy.
I'm only gonna stop being able to rate Bacon once, and I already know who. It's actually gonna be a 2-on-1 match, but
Oh,
just-
okay.
Just who I use on Bacon is gonna be classic.
Oh, jeez.
Was it gonna be Maguma and Gizora?
That's what I was gonna say.
No, wait, what'd you say?
Maguma or
and
Gizora.
Sounds
No.
awfully familiar.
No, it's not gonna be. It's actually gonna be 2 that. They're from the 70s.
Oh, okay.
Daigoro and... Oh, wait.
Daigoro Goliath.
Godzilla Jr., but he's not.
No, and they're from Zone Fighter.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
Oh, yeah, I think I know who they are now. I
Yeah,
think
that-
I've...
That's speaking of Zone Fighter monsters. I know what the last Zone Fighter monster is. But I was also thinking, can we bring Spider Euros in just to bring in more insect types? And he looks unique enough, apart from the majority of the ZF monsters.
But dude, we have too many fire types. An insect type will just die.
Damn,
How
damn
about
it.
Don't we actually have like a spider monster we never use?
What, you mean Kumanga?
Yeah, we never use Kamanga.
Okay.
No one
well,
likes that. Kumonga's
I think
Kumonga's not MLP.
Kumanga's awesome, and I think Beef and Andrew already know I'm working on a match with Kumanga.
Yes, I'm aware of that one.
Yes, I totally know
That's
because you have
true.
told me before. Ha ha.
It is not a trilogy. It's just gonna be one.
It's a quadrilogy. I'm sorry.
It's
Quadrilogy.
an analogy.
Hey, don't
Oh, yeah.
forget,
I just
I have not written Monster X Part 3 yet, and I could already start planning Part 4, 5, and 6 and do a prequel.
Jeez.
Monster X for the last match. Monster X versus Minion. Minion somehow wins.
But yeah, bringing up to my Spider Euros thing, can we like bring him in just for more like type of kaiju variety, or is that still a no?
honestly, first off, I just checked out Kamanga. I thought it had a lot more wins under its belt than it has. I mean, dear God. On a side note, though, Kamanga, I would say Kamanga, like, yes, it is another giant spider. Yes, I understand this, but it's still, in my eyes, I don't want to overload the KWC with repetitious. And even though it is a spider monster, I'm like, we do have Zendora, War Gilgar, Spyler, and Zone Fighter, not to mention the final monster, which it could be the spider, could be something else.
I already know what it is anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
I'm pretty sure it was already shown in a certain match that's supposed to lead up to a certain sequel with this.
Yeah,
certain kaiju.
Yeah, exactly. Like, most people know what it is, but for my note is I don't want to overload the KWC, and I think 5 is perfectly fine out of a roster of, how many do we have? What, 80? 60 something? I don't know.
Yeah, I
I'm-
forget.
I don't know,
Can he be added on my birthday? for a birthday present?
Well, you guys joke. Okay, first off, no, it's not. It's not that important.
That's just mean.
I mean,
Yeah,
if it was like, if it was KaijuX's, I mean, we have freaking his Lord and Savior coming out that day. Oops.
Yay!
Hey, Tyler, I am your third in command. I am a trashy senior verifier, and you will respect me.
You may have forgot.
You
You
can't verify my matches anymore. I gotta send them directly to KaijuX. So I'm more important than you are now.
You're a bully.
Mean.
Hey, Gray Shot. We are actually
Yes.
one monster away from. We are actually one monster away from 80 monsters. If I'm counting correctly. We are either one monster away, or we're at 80.
Hold on.
I think I might have to update the current roster then, because I have made there's currently 69, and I updated that with Black Moth versus Maguma.
Woo!
So
Holy shit!
Woo! That's an awesome number.
Never add any more monsters.
no.
I think that's
We
what
gotta add one more. And that's
Show it, Mechagodzilla.
No, it's Kamagidon.
Oh wait, I
Yeah,
don't think.
Shrek needs to be added.
KWC was slandering the name of Kamagidon Domo Sensei Sama.
So I'm actually kind of wondering, Gray Shot, we never actually heard your opinion of Kamagidon.
I've been kind of avoiding this subject, to be honest.
Here it is.
Okay.
If it's bad, we're gonna
if-
throw on you.
If there's enough
If it's
support
bad,
for
I'm
it,
gonna
I would
laugh.
say- If there's enough support for it, then I would say obviously yes. But right now, after having Zandola, Black Moth, and Maguma, I'm trying to get a few more popular and well requested monsters.
Are you denying that Kamagidon is popular? Have you not heard of the hashtag Kamagidon signature movement?
Dragon's still better.
No.
Are you selling out to the mainstream?
I mean, let me put it like this. When I think of someone saying our Lord and Savior, I currently still think of Bagan. So
Thank you.
Bagan is
Traitor!
I will write Bagan versus Kamagidon right now on this Skype call, and it will be done.
Are we gonna get a dramatic reading?
Do not tempt me.
Give it
Remember,
an hour and 3
bagging
minutes.
is love, bagging is life.
okay, but yeah, to become 100% honest, my note is yes. If in the future he most likely will be added or possibly will be added. The only note I have is the fact that at this time, I'd rather get some more popular figures into the KWC, because let's be honest, as much as it is cool to have these cult monsters in, and trust me, there is actually quite a few matches with Black Moth, Maguma, Zandola, and all these.
Oh yeah, there's gonna be another Maguma match.
Oh yeah,
I think there were
Yeah.
like two.
Yeah, I remember Shipper sending me a match with Maguma recently.
Yeah.
I did.
yeah.
I
There's a lot with there's a surprising amount with these new monsters, which I'm happy about. The other note is I still want to add new monsters that have been well requested and maybe have been waiting for a while. Maybe some that maybe have already been hinted at, and maybe I also want to make sure that we do have a lot of monsters in the KWC, and all of them deserve a time in the spotlight. So trying to get every single one up, because some of these a lot of the monsters haven't been around for 40, 50 matches. I mean, look at Zone Fighter. I'm surprised Living Corpse is messaging me, because I think it's been almost 40 matches since his last one. So yeah, looking at it now.
Did you get my my private message before I was banned about Bolton Siegen?
Oh God. I faintly remember it, but if you.
Back in I think it was the late 70s or 80s. It's not listed on Toho Kingdom yet, but Toho distributed one of those
Movies,
montage. Yeah. And the only difference is I have not seen it yet, but within all the stock footage, they actually filmed a new fight between the original Ultraman and two Boltons. I don't know all the powers, but generally, Subaraya keeps the Boltons all within the same powers, teleportation, claw blast, and illusions. If that is how it is, I'm imagining it is, with it being distributed by Toho, and if I can find enough information even to fight from that series, or not series, movie, would Bolton be in? Because I can't, besides Zeton, I honestly cannot think of any other Ultra Kaiju that's as requested and as popular to be in the KWC as Bolton.
It would depend, but I would say if it has that support, then I would say yes. But again, I would need the information. For instance, I literally searched tooth and nail like on the internet. I was like, please, dear God, have the Attack on Titan animated series. I know the movies were distributed, or they were released in theaters. I was
produced by Toho, yeah.
Wait, hold on, back up. So wait, the not the new ones, not the live action.
The live action films were produced by Toho.
Right. I was looking though at the animated version.
Right. The animated versions, to my knowledge, are not Toho involved, to my understanding.
No,
no. Exactly. That's what I was kind of hoping. I was like looking in theaters. I was like, please, for the love of God, have that distributed, because it'd make my job so much easier when it came to Attack on Titan. It would make my job so much more easier.
Right.
So I'm looking over the roster, and I actually have a question about the Gargantuan.
I have an answer about the Gargantuans.
The power mentioned that severed tooth touches you can take on a life of its own, so we can actually have more than 2 Gargantuans in the match, or is that a no-go? Or is that just a weird interpretation of what the powers mean?
Well, all the powers are made to be offensive now.
You know, so I just want to bring 2 things to light. A, I want to bring the fact that you obviously have not read match 146, and B, I'm slightly hurt because that was my match.
I've read all the matches.
Either.
I've actually read all the matches. It's just that I haven't read them all recently.
Yes, in match 146, there's the banner, which I still enjoy, or there's the link. There are, in fact, 2 Geras running through, and what I use is Gauss slices off an arm of Gera, and it takes on a life of its own and basically regenerates.
I thought it
into
took
a full...
like days to regenerate, not.
Yeah.
It's not battle.
It did, and that's I made note of that. So yeah, it took a while, but that is an ability you could use in a match if it, let's say, had a story or did say long lasting. Let's say if the Gauss let's say a monster attacks and beats Gera but kills it in half, and then
kills it in half.
Hey, it's Gyra, not Gera. Say the name right or don't say it at all.
I'm calling it Gera because that's how Naruto pronounced it. Thank you, but
Gyra. Over to a cannon boy.
I apologize. I'm leaving.
But no, that's my note. Is like if you have a story that allows it, which is what happened with mine. I made mention of a battle offhand, so you can bring or you could do that definitely, but it has to make sense with the story, and having it spontaneously regenerate into a new Gyra, whatever, right then and there.
Green Gargantua.
Yes, that thing.
I kind of had an idea earlier in the week. It's I don't know if you've noticed with my matches. I either like to be like overly dark and violent, or really kind of corny. And I'm imagining the answer is going to be saying no, but like one of the other like previous calls, there's we were joking around about like how all the abilities have become offensive, and they say that on the stats that Mothra reproduces by summoning an egg, and I kind of had an idea for like a finishing part of a match, kind of to make up for my Mothra versus Orga match, which everyone despised. Where Mothra would finish the match by summoning an egg in midair.
Oh my gosh.
Why?
Wow. Just wow.
I know one time Gray and I were talking offhand, and we joked about the idea of weaponizing asexual reproduction because it was up there. But, oh my god.
I want to do it now. I literally want to do this in a match, but I don't want to go through the entire match and then submit it and get the response back. No. So could I literally have Mothra summon an egg in midair and splatter it?
I mean, God, I can't believe you actually thought of that.
I'm MM. I can think of anything.
No.
Like, literally, KaijuX and I spent 15 minutes. I was like, is there any way they could weaponize this? That way we could take it out. He was like, nope, there's nothing. And I was like, okay, good. And thank you for this mental image of a giant egg falling on Orga.
And two, it would not be Orga, alright? I can say it would not be Orga. I don't know who it would be yet, but I just, you know, if you're listening to this call right now, and
How funny would it be if it was Gigan, like the chicken, like it just falls on... What was killed first, the chicken or the egg?
Oh my gosh.
Would it be allowed?
How did I not predict this?
You mean you're serious about this? That scares me.
I honestly
wait.
don't know what to say. That's
Okay.
how I feel. I don't know how to say to this.
Actually, wait, I don't see the offspring ability in there anymore.
Yeah, I actually would check. I don't see Mothra being able to summon an egg.
Oh, okay. Here's how I would say yes to this. If the egg was dead, I would say yes. If it was alive, I would say no.
Oh, okay. So, is it too inhumane to put in a match? Too graphic?
So what you're saying is it has to be a rotten egg.
Exactly.
Mothra has...
So could a loophole be Godzilla grabbing a Mothra larva and slapping it against another monster?
Thank you for this idea now, because now I got the idea also, like, Ultraman or something in this match. Ultra 7, because he's, like, extremely violent, and his, like, decayed, rotten Mothra larvas, like, hanging out. Has to be, like, a battle royal.
Oh my god.
Grab her to start using it as a baseball bat to block Bacon.
I actually had the mental image of this guy doing a battle royale, picking up dead monsters without gravity, just chucking it at his enemy. Just lift the corpse of like Biolante to hurling it at something.
Guys, here's my... here's how I picture it. Imagine something, Mothra's away, something kills the egg, she comes back, battles, and finally ends it by dropping the egg onto the monster as, you know, revenge.
But that's not summoning an egg, that's just picking it up and dropping it.
That is, it's still her egg.
I literally
egg.
want her to, like, as, like, you know, to spawn, like, her new generation, because she's near death, to fly up, you know, all this cascading light and everything, and all the Heisei-style lightning bolts and sparks and flashes that induce seizures in Japanese kids. And through all the other, as like the enemy monsters standing there all big and bad, thinking it's victorious, and then here comes this gigantic egg, and it just like smashes into the opponent's head and like breaks its neck, and then it's the adult Mothra falls from the sky. You know, it's all dead because you know it gave its life. And then, like, fast forward, like the next day or something, and there's, like, seagulls flocking around the dead corpse of this enemy kaiju, and then a crack splits, and Mothra is reborn.
And then the Mothra larva feed on the dead monster's body.
Yeah.
That's not happening. But that's
Okay.
So Gracia, when are the Mudos coming in? When are the Mudos coming in?
No, I want Gray to answer my egg question. Because it's a legitimate ability that Mothra has to summon forth an egg.
Right, if Rebirth of Mothra is of any indication, she can summon eggs from, you know, her energies. Oh my goodness, this is... How did I not think of this?
Just to let you guys know, I'm currently rubbing my temples for audience. This is what I'm currently doing because my head now hurts from this thought. And you know what? I'm going to say yes to Mothra and Leo doing it.
Yes!
No to
I don't
Mothra.
care if it's Leo. Okay, I'm going to do it with Leo.
Wait,
then.
Leo can't reproduce asexually.
Yeah, Leo's a guy.
Right.
Can't it?
No, he doesn't lay eggs. That's Mothra, normal Mothra, female Mothra thing.
Do you
Well, I'll tell you what,
eggs?
Mothra and Leo could spawn something else. If you
Hey,
catch my drift.
But
I thought all Mothras... I thought all Mothras have reproduction asexually.
Toho Kingdom never has Leo's ability to lay eggs. He never, at least we never see him lay eggs. We're not sure if he can.
I'm on Toho Kingdom right now. Okay, I'm on the Heisei bio. Okay, here it goes. Hurricane Incineration can release skills. Okay, let's go to the other one, which is the one from
Can't find
the
it.
server. It was on there.
Well,
Here we go. Okay, Mothra from Rebirth Mothra. Very last ability, reproduces asexually by
summoning forth an egg. Yes, and since
that's exactly what she would be doing in my match.
can we allow? Can we actually allow Rebirth Mothra abilities in the KWC though?
You know what my next idea is?
This is so stupid. It defies the exception.
Well, my next idea is probably gonna be Zilla turning into a machine gun.
No.
Okay, that's
Fire.
that bit's stretching it, but
Okay,
Oh,
I
like-
actually have a legitimate question regarding the styles of a monster for anyone. What exactly do you like? Can I actually use Isano Ikusagami for any match, or is it just, or is he a special thing?
Oh,
He
you
only has matches regarding big monsters, like a big show fight.
And that's why I'm gonna kill Big and.
Again.
Utsunu is a secret monster that you can only unlock by writing 50 matches. Just like the old Super Smash Bros.
New challenger!
yeah, Tsuno Kusagami's already on the roster, so I mean, anyone on the roster, you could write pretty much any kind of match. You're not really.
Utsunu versus Gazora. Go.
You know what? No, fuck you. I'm doing it. I'm gonna write
So
that
can I
in-
write KaijuX versus Grey Shot?
Battle for the egg.
Final
Yeah.
up for the KWC.
Yeah, Grayshaw 151 dies from sighing.
and then the cliffhanger is KaijuX is about to leave when the trashy senior verifier comes in.
Oh, cannot wait to start.
No, I'm gonna go to the Shadow Arena and post KaijuX challenges Gray Shot.
They blasted.
You know what's gonna happen? You two are gonna fight until you're both almost dead. Then I'm gonna show up and kill you both and be like, "Now I am in command."
Yeah,
And then it'll be
Yeah,
right by the big shot.
when pigs fly, beef. When pigs fly.
Yeah, whatever. I'll be your superior, so don't even talk to me, bro.
No, wait.
Oh,
A rock would have a better chance of being KWC-head than you would.
Oh,
I
that
don't
is.
Oh.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm legit just gonna type the body, and the topic is KaijuX challenges Gray Shot.
Oh god.
I know who Mothra's victim is gonna be.
Can I be Godzilla versus Jason in that? Who falls over a
Oh
rock
hell
and
no!
dies?
I am Godzilla versus Jason.
That's stupid. You're always Godzilla
Well,
versus Jason. God.
I'm higher up than you are. I
Oh,
could
Poland right.
even in death, there's no command but mine.
Or you mean KaijuX or Gray Shot
Or Arbok.
or Arbok
Th-
or literally
they don't-
anybody.
Or Derzerg.
They don't matter. They're just my puppets.
Okay.
Oh,
here's
okay.
what I got.
No, I'm not.
Okay, well,
You're
Going
out
right
of
out
streets
the
on
corner.
me.
okay, here's what I got. KaijuX cracks his knuckles and eats food, challenging Gray Shot for the title of KWC leader.
This
Should
sounds-
I actually hit submit?
Yes, I'll go post in it.
This sounds like a newspaper article gone completely wrong.
Done! It's
Oh yeah,
done!
speaking of Gray Shot's opinion of Kamagidon, that would be funny if there was like a civil war, like the Marvel Civil War,
Oh
like
my
half of
goodness.
the split on side, like half of us don't want Kamagidon and the other half
have-
wants him in.
And Titano Goji worries
If
about us.
a person honestly does not want Kamagidon in the KWC, I'm gonna punch them.
Oh my
And this-
god.
And this
I'm
is,
all up for
have you-
Kamagidon
have
into
you
the
not-
KWC, just so long as they acknowledge Baggins is the superior kaiju.
Oh
No, he's not when I'm done with that match. He's not.
Boy, check your
Yeah.
privileges.
I have to admit, my first match was absolutely shit. I consider that because I was too big for my bridges because the two monsters involved. Oh my god, you actually replied.
I liked my first match I wrote for the KWC, which is Ultraman versus Zone Fighter. Looking back, I'd probably rewrite it though to a different scenario. But I think I told Beef this like in a private chat. I think it was. I kind of had a semi idea for a remake, which would be Ultraman versus Ultra 7 versus Zone Fighter versus Utsunui Kusagami.
Well, that could still be its own match, so.
Yeah, you can. You can always do that.
Oh yeah, I might end up redoing it, but I just don't know if the idea for it would fly.
If anyone wants to take my first match,
Beef, you're in big shit now because I'm Godzilla vs. Jason. You're not.
Yeah, but I already claimed you. I called dibs, dude. I got shotgun on that.
Who wants to be
No,
MM?
I'm Godzilla vs. Jason. I had this when I was
all right,
born.
no, we're rounding up everyone before the fire starts. Our competitors, come on in. We're doing
Hey,
this.
MM,
Yeah, what
I really liked the first match that I wrote for the KWC. Too bad it didn't get posted. Instead, I got my crappy, stupid match posted instead.
Wait.
Amanda versus Kamakuris, the match that I hated. Oh my gosh.
Isn't that the match I introduced? Hey,
Yes.
you're the one who also gave Manda Curis his name.
I know.
Yeah, way
I'm
to go,
very
Beef.
aware.
You are good.
The match I hated ended up being so influential and important.
Yeah.
If anyone wants to redo the first match I did, which is actually Bagger versus Agora, go ahead. I brought up with KaijuX. He liked the idea.
Right.
I was just a little too ambiguous for me at the moment.
Yeah, I remember reading that. It was just kind of out of place. I remember.
Yeah.
I'd like to remake Black Moth versus Maguma.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine.
And have Black Moth win.
No, just make it good.
Shots fired.
Well, hey, listen,
Hey, I want to remake the Godzilla versus Hedorah match so Godzilla wins.
How predictable.
Oh, that's yeah.
and
I'm pretty sure that an upcoming match I'm going to be writing is going to pretty much open up some old wounds regarding that match.
Hooray!
oh, it's joy.
Only though it's not going to be Hedra. That's.
Didn't you say it was Kumonga versus Godzilla?
Oh, don't worry.
Spoiler warning.
Spoilers.
Thank you, man.
This is why we don't go through you. God.
Listen to this, but yeah, it's writing Kamanga versus Godzilla.
Hey, I'm trashy, remember?
Yeah, you are.
You guys also easily forget, but that ruin was kind of reopened with Monster X versus Gabara. At least
Yeah, kinda, yeah.
It was.
Wait,
It's
really?
it is gonna be opened up again when not Goomba.
It doesn't help. It doesn't help. Monster X has one victory in all 10 matches he's been in. So,
and it was written by me.
I'm making it a personal goal. All right, if anybody for every win Monster X gets, he's gonna have 10 losses. And I don't care if I gotta write every single one of them matches. I will do it.
I think you might hate me forever for that one.
All right. Do you
So
honestly think I'm gonna hate writing 10 Monster X slaughter matches in a row? You know how?
Oh, that's a good point.
I can write Zilla versus Monster X. I can write Sailor versus Monster X. I can write Bikini Kong versus Monster X.
I think Zilla, Cyberzilla, and C-Rex needs more loses.
Cyberzilla and
Losses.
Cyberzilla and C-Rex need more matches. Period.
No, they need more losses because they suck.
I was planning on doing another Zilla match before I was banned years ago. It was a sequel to Godzilla vs. Zilla vs. Descadora.
Oh.
And I was actually gonna make Zilla the new Anguirus of this little in-universe.
but of course I was banned, lost all interest.
I was actually thinking of using Mechanicon tag match.
Wait a minute.
Out of all the other thing I'd make note of is it'd be kind of interesting to have more ties.
Definitely. Yeah, ties would be.
I should write Bagan versus Monster X round 2, and it'd be like 3 paragraphs, and it ends by a giant egg randomly falling through.
Dude, blessed.
The end.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, the end is something. But no, I think it'll be. I think there are plenty of monsters that need it, and I've been trying to get more and more, at least from the amount I have, like into the KWC. Like I would think. I'm gonna look at my list right now. For the most part, it's been all different monsters. I think the one that's been used the most is just Gorosaurus, but that one just because I had so many of them. And that was also a situation which I had no idea what Tom's match was gonna be. I was like, okay, it's gonna have Zilla, it's probably gonna have Godzilla, and it's probably gonna have like some other it's probably gonna have some big villain like Destroyer or Iris. So I was like, well, just to be safe, I'll have Gorosaurus be in the next 2 matches. And I'll have Destroyer first.
Yep, we got another one incoming. So.
Hey, I actually have to go, so I'm gonna peace out for now. Y'all take care, and I'm going to listen to this. So you talk crap, I'm gonna find you.
You're so
Yeah, good luck with that.
You know where I'm at all the time.
Where do you find us? Kill us?
Yeah. Actually, you actually try and hunt me down, which is concerning, So
I love you, Beefcoon.
Yeah, God, this is a thing. Sadly, all right, I'm leaving.
Everybody in future chats for the committee, when Beef enters it, just go, "Hi, Beefcoon."
Finally, he left. Finally.
Hi.
Should I break out my Harlequin voice? How you doing, Mr. Beef?
That works too.
Yeah. Shippers can do it. Oh, in the meantime,
Wait,
we got.
Is that MM out here?
No, I'm here.
Yeah, MM's here.
Holy shit!
So.
I've been here.
Yeah, this is a Spanish bulldog, so.
Oh.
Yeah, MM's not important. No one cares about him.
Who cares about him? Yeah.
Yeah, he's like that. What 7th, 9th wheel?
Hey, I'm the important wheel. I'm the big.
He's MM is the doc of our group.
You're the important spare wheel that people keep in their trunk.
He's the overcompensating wheel.
Well, when you put down, you'll be glad this spare wheel was in your trunk. Who says wheel anyway? It'd be tire.
I say wheel.
On the subject of ties, my original ending for the Maguma match I wrote was going to be a tie, but I'm like, I'm gonna test out the waters to have one of the monsters win, see how it plays out, and I like that ending better.
I'm just glad you had Maguma win.
I'm not.
I think we should all band together, and Maguma should have like 100 victories.
I'm not spoiling who wins the match.
I just did because it's already been posted.
No, you know what's gonna be a good way to get people pissed? Maguma versus Space Godzilla. Maguma wins.
It's gonna be Maguma versus Monster X that gets people pissed.
Oh yeah.
Jesus Christ.
And Maguma wins.
Of course
It's gonna happen.
Mania versus
Maguma,
Zilla
like
and
all
Cyberzilla and C-Rex. That would be a match I would love.
I just realized Spanish missed the whole egg drop stuff.
Oh yeah, the egg drop. Oh, good gravy. That was.
God. Oh, can we not talk about the egg drop, please?
Skipping off the egg drop topics and whatnot.
He could listen to the video for that.
What about the giant condor? Can we get him in though? Like
No.
Odaku.
We have Gazora.
We need more sushi.
Giant Condor and Odaku versus Monster X and Space Godzilla and Destroya and Grand King Ghidorah battle for the Earth.
Oh.
No, we need the giant lizard from King Kong vs. Godzilla 2.
Clearly.
The Skeleturtle.
I still think we need the original Space Godzilla with the rack to come into KWC.
That's
What about Star Godzilla? You know, where he's like split in half with like boosters.
That was a rocket, by the way. So
Wait,
Rockedzilla.
guys, wait, okay, cool. What was the monster that Godzilla killed in GMK? Quick, what was its name?
Paragon, King Ghidorah, and Mothra.
No, the one before that. That was another monster. Remember? The turtle-like thing.
M?
Kamui boss.
Oh, that was in Tokyo SOS, wasn't it?
Kamui boss. Can we use
Kamibus?
Kamui boss in the match? Because he was in a Godzilla movie.
I'm pretty sure Kamui boss has been confirmed for a while. It just not posted.
Really? No one's actually.
Yeah, Kamibus. Yeah. I'm sure Ganymus would be fine too to complete the trilogy.
Yeah,
So-
I know.
Or the trio.
We gotta have Ganymus, but we can't have Odako or Giant Condor.
Hey, Ganymus has
I
a
know
name.
There was a conversation about this, but is Neo Hedorah still going to be added?
What? No more Godzilla. Crap.
I'm amazed that Gororin monster got in. Like, how on earth? I remember thinking there actually.
And he's getting egg dropped.
He'd be the perfect monster for that.
It's actually funny because match number 54, Godzilla and Garrett versus Gororin is actually one of my favorite matches. It's just so great seeing Godzilla and Garrett be like, what the fuck is this thing?
Yeah.
Hey, you seeing this thing? Yeah, I'm seeing this, Koji. What's up? Look at this thing. Here's a cactus. Shoot.
He's a bowling ball with cactus spikes. That's all he is.
Yes.
And also a shield to Baggin.
He's the stupidest thing in the KWC as far as I'm concerned.
Well, to be fair, Goron at least adds another plant monster to the roster, so I'm fine.
My hatred for that thing.
But that won't matter because there's so many fire type kaiju in there.
Touche.
Where's all the
Or
ghost
just like he's turned into Pokemon.
We need a ghost type.
Yeah, do we have any ghost types?
Ghost Godzilla.
Yeah, right.
I don't see why we can't use Ghost Godzilla because all it would really take is modify the 54 Godzilla.
It's not that; it's that we have no idea what he does.
Well, that's the thing though. Like we could actually make Ghost Godzilla, the KWC's, quote unquote original.
I was actually.
But Ghost Godzilla doesn't exist. He's an AI. Don't you guys know?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Touche. You're right. He is an AI.
I was actually gonna think about Ghost Godzilla when I'm in a Kiryu match when Kiryu rewards like what the monster fighting Kiryu kind of sees like the hallucination of the ghost of the original Godzilla. Like, whoa.
So exactly what would be causing that hallucination?
Yeah, something's like causing it. Maybe Kiryu went on another rampage. I don't know. I've been talking with KaijuX a lot about Kiryu and the whole genetic thing. He knows very well I am very interested in that.
Well, if that's an open option, then I don't know. It's just.
And also, KaijuX, is the whole video game thing allowed, or is that on the hush hush?
Wait, the what?
Using them, the video game monsters, or are we just gonna add that out in post?
Wait, I'm sorry, I can't really hear you. What was that?
I'll type that in chat then, because I'm not sure.
What, did you say Pacific Rim?
Oh, the Pac Rim monsters. That's sadly a no-no. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
For now, the sequel, Pacific Rim.
Oh wait, no, not the Pacific Rim monsters. In the chat, the video game monsters.
Oh, the video game monsters. Those six.
Obsidious, Crystallic, and Boggin are already confirmed.
Well, yeah, he's talking about the trading battle monsters.
Yeah, the trading
I am
battle
not opposed to Bowser,
But
man. I am not opposed to that at all.
Do they have 3D renders?
Yeah, they do.
They do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll see why we can't use them then.
Yeah.
I could have sworn one of you guys were saying that they were going to be confirmed for the KWC.
Yes, again, they're on a list, and there are lots and lots of monsters that are eligible and can be confirmed. Right now, the 3D models have been, I think, made, and right now I'm just trying to figure out. Right now, I'm just basically trying to get the like what monsters are coming in when. So I think that my priority is to get a few more famous monsters and then go back into like to get more of the obscure. Because I think even though yes, I think there's 6 monsters with renders, I think out of them I'm probably only going to be taking 1, maybe 2, because I'd rather take the most popular, and I talked to KaijuX on the 2 that are the most popular out of the bunch.
Right. Or
that's
there's one that's there was one that's definitively most popular. The secondary one is they're all kind of evenly tied. So.
Gray Shot confirmed to be a kaiju racist.
I'm placing bets that the 2 are going to be Balkzardan and Magnus.
I would say Balkzardan and Gyarumu. However the hell you pronounce that name.
I thought it was Gyarumu. Probably Jai.
Hey, say the name right or don't say it at all.
A quick question here, though.
Tomato.
Because Kamagidon's match has been submitted and the banner's already made, please tell me I'm not going to have to wait like 20 matches to see him posted.
You're asking Gray Shot the hard questions.
I can tell you that I do have a list of monsters that, again, I tried to go by date, so I can honestly tell you that. Would you like me to lie? Like, I'm gonna be completely honest. I'm trying to people get matches up and whatnot, and it might be. I mean, but at this rate, I mean, we're going at a pretty good pace with the monsters.
Yeah, it's about 1 match more.
No. Currently, what we've had is, let me actually go back. I think we've had, 15? We've had, I started with Manda versus Kamakuris, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 matches in essentially, 7 months? 8 months?
Yeah, it's better than the previous pace.
Definitely. I think we can all agree on that. We're doing much better now than we were last year. Oh, good glory.
And the year before that.
Yeah, I suppose
the year before that.
So, essentially, right now, it's 8 months in, and we have 14 matches, so it's essentially 14 divided by 8. About 1.75, so about almost 2 a month. And we should be hitting that quota this month. Actually, we should be doing very well this month.
Mm-hmm.
So,
right.
So
is there going to be a Halloween match?
I don't think so. I don't think there's going to be a special holiday match, to my knowledge. Though again, that's not something I would know. That'd be something Gray would know. So
I'd probably try to just pick a match that kind of represented Halloween. As of right now, there's really nothing that screams Halloween.
Wears a hockey mask.
Yeah. Sadly, I haven't gotten Godzilla wears a hockey mask yet, so no Halloweens as of yet. But I mean, I read, usually the ones I read are the ones I produce. So as you can see, like if you guys notice like which ones get put up, I try to go by date, but I also go by here's another note. I also go by which one's the easiest to edit and to figure out. If your match is easy, then it's gonna fly through, which is why freaking Monster Master, your matches go up pretty quickly. Thomas Eckhart, myself, Tom's, Christian's, those matches are pretty much done. They're good. They're set. Oh, yeah, Andrew, by the way. Yeah. Matches are set. They're good. Banners all set. It's the ones where I have to go in and do it. Those are the ones that are going to take some time, and those are the ones that are going to require a bit of editing, and why they haven't been posted.
Mm-hmm. Right.
See, and that is why Kamagidon's match should go up within like the next 5.
It's not that long of a match. Not when I read it, so.
Yeah, true. Also, right now I also have, it's gotten so bad as I now have, basically attachments. Wait, I basically have duplicates, kind of.
Okay. Right. Oh boy.
This is why I try to do random matchups opposed to like matches that are gonna be common. Especially now that I can't call dibs in the dibs thread.
Right.
Now all I can really do is literally, weird ass, matchups like, King Ghidorah versus,
Baragon or something.
That's weird.
Right.
Yeah, totally.
I got $5 on Baragon.
But yeah, all my money on Paragon.
Knowing how my matches generally go.
Actually, when Gresh mentioned like Halloween matches, I've just immediately thought of like the Comic-Con and IW comics. You know, with the Destroyer aggregate at the Comic-Con, was like, wow, what a great costume.
You know, it's actually kind of because Beef's not here right now. We're talking about a Halloween match. We could totally go with the haunted Gigan suit or whatever.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Oh God, no.
What?
I even have like an idea on how that could work. You know, actually utilizing the kaiju themselves and everything, where you know Gigan would actually come a lot, like the suit would become haunted and start terrorizing Toho like studios, and then like the spirits of like all the the past actors of kaiju and everything.
Oh my goodness.
That's the suits, the actual Toho Kaiju. So they'd have like this all like kaiju fight against the haunted Gigan suit on the actual like stages of Toho Studios.
That would be
Please,
weird.
dude, please, God, no, God.
No.
How about
How
that?
fuck is wrong?
How about this? Can we have a? Okay, I'm actually gonna scratch out of this. Would it be possible to have a Gigan versus Gigan match? Like, you know, the old model got woke up and was pissed, and the newer model was like, hey, get out of here. Shoot.
Well, like,
if we do, I call dibs on KU1 versus KU2.
Ooh.
No.
Nah.
I can confirm that one.
Nah, I'd be with Gray on this one. Probably not. I mean, it's like, it'd be one thing if this were the case with, say, Gauss or Kamakuris, but usually with something akin to, like, even, like, you know, Kiru, who does have multiple versions of himself, it's like, I don't know, I don't know, I just feel kind of reserved about that one.
Yeah.
So.
What about Mudo versus Mudo?
Okay, the Mudos are fine, because as far as I'm concerned, those two are independent. It's like one's male, the other's female. I don't really see them as forms. So, they just...
That's a whole domestic argument.
Right. So, yeah.
Actually, can we have more than two Mudo? Because remember the goal was to actually make babies, so could we have more than two of them?
Actually, that is a note. If I do...
Machine gun female Mudo for the win.
Jeez. No.
But no. In all seriousness, actually, for the combat statistics for the Mudo, most likely it's going to be one species. That's going to be called just Muto, which is going to be both male and female, which you can choose, like Kamakuris, essentially.
Oh.
I was just wondering how you were going to do it. So who's?
Okay, so it's all going to be under one. So
like
it's...
Yeah, because Kamakuris, or I guess, yeah, because essentially it's kind of like a Kamakuris in that sense. Like, you can have multiple, and it kind of makes sense, and they can be different, and, you know, they can work together. So, my note is we'll probably just I'll probably do like a slash across it, so you see the top half is the male, the bottom half is the female, and you can use either or, because they're all the same species. It's just, they literally are the same species, which is something we've never had in the KWC before.
Right. Right.
Muto versus
speaking
Kamakuris
of
Swarm
multiple
confirmed.
ones, I recall whenever Showa Mechagodzilla gets added in, I recalled that you guys said that there could be
multiple Showa multiple Showa Mechagodzillas. I think we gave that one a go, right?
Yeah. I mean, there was, multiple forms of media. There are multiple, so I'm fine with that. You just have to make sure you it's still Mechagodzilla Showa, so.
Right.
How are you putting him actually in the in the KWC? Like, are we able to show a Mechagodzilla versus Heisei Mechagodzilla then?
That's what I made note of, and how we're gonna do it is fake Godzilla.
That's
or,
right.
Super Mechagodzilla.
Well, no. It's actually we're gonna be having basically a cutoff, so it'll be fake Godzilla, and it'll be fake Godzilla, which will allow access for show of Mechagodzilla. That way, again, we have a clear title, it's different, and we're all set.
Wait, so Showa Mechagodzilla's title in the KWC is officially going to be fake Godzilla?
Yes, that's the.
Yeah.
So stupid.
What about Super Duper Kiryu?
Oh dear
No,
lord.
no, I'm
I'm
imagining the
I'm
fake.
sorry. I don't mean to, like, fascist or anything, but that is literally the dumbest idea I've heard for the KWC.
No, I'm just imagining
Do you
fake
not
Godzilla
just
costume.
make Mechagodzilla into Super Mechagodzilla, and then you can even just call, the show of Mechagodzilla just Mechagodzilla.
I'm just imagining the fake Godzilla disguise full of no one. No one buys it. Literally, no one will ever buy it.
Because I don't know, because having to use the fake Godzilla costume before I can even introduce Showa Mechagodzilla into a match is really kind of kills it for me.
It can work in some scenarios, but others it just seems kind of weird to have Godzilla, just a really bootleg version of Godzilla show up.
Like, what if because I kind of wanted to write Grand King Ghidorah versus Showa Mechagodzilla in, like, an asteroid field, and how am I supposed to explain Showa Mechagodzilla buzzing around an asteroid field while wearing a giant rubber Godzilla suit?
See, the note on that one... The major note I have for this is that, yes, it is the fake quote-unquote Godzilla, but you're still gonna be... You can use the other form. It's not like it's only fake Godzilla. I
just have this hilarious idea of Godzilla meeting the fake Godzilla, and he looks just like, what the fuck? This isn't me!
Who the fuck are you?
So stupid.
Why not just have the fakes?
It's to tackle it.
Why not just have the fake skin as a power, like not as another form, but just a power?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
like, even like...
that is his base form. That's how he first showed up.
Well, that's so stupid though, because that same logic.
It's not even his final form.
Why do we have Godzillasaurus as an alternate kaiju when he's the base form of Heisei Godzilla? By your logic, we can get rid of Heisei Godzilla, add him to Godzillasaurus, and then we can bring Showa Godzilla in, and also bring Godzilla 2014 in.
Here's the note though, because Showa Mechagodzilla, you can see the transition from fake, and it's all within the movie, and nothing else is needed. He literally just sheds his skin, and bam, he's the new form.
Then Godzilla Jr. into Heisei Godzilla.
Well, he would require a massive amount of radiation, so...
So wait, that could technically happen?
Oh my god, two Godzilla hits.
Alright.
Oh gosh!
Alright, I'm making Godzilla Jr. fight near a nuclear power plant and turning him into Heisei Godzilla. Just because of that.
Oh gosh.
Here's an idea for you, okay? It'll be Godzilla Jr. versus the Muto in Genjira. And then during the fight, Heisei, the adult Godzilla will come in. And then Junior is going to start absorbing all this energy and become a second Heisei Godzilla. And then we have Heisei Godzilla and Heisei Godzilla versus the Muto.
Well,
So does this first Heisei Godzilla keeps constantly yelling at Ken Watanabe, asking him where his wife is?
Well, no, but
Until him and his wife died.
I deserve answers.
Oh jeez.
The match idea is, Godzilla Jr. and Godzilla, but the thing is, though, Godzilla doesn't appear until the match until Jr. gets nuked radiation, and that's when Godzilla shows up. He's Godzilla now.
Well, didn't fake Godzilla only turn into Showa Mechagodzilla when the disguise was, lifted?
Yeah, well, when the disguise was blown, it's all bets are off. There's no hiding it.
Yeah. So honestly, if I write a match, like, say, Ghidorah versus Showa Mechagodzilla, and I really wanted, to have this, like, awesome, like, scene where, like, Showa Mechagodzilla just obliterates Ghidorah with, like, all his lasers and stuff, but Ghidorah doesn't have any real way to damage the disguise and make him drop it.
Okay, I actually have a solution for this. Remember Terra Mechagodzilla? He didn't use a fake Godzilla costume? You can use that.
Yeah. Why just call it, like, Mechagodzilla Showa, like Mechagodzilla 2 or something?
Well, Mechagodzilla 2, that's an interesting note, but, how many monsters do we have in this, list that have forms? Oh, Godzilla, that's right. I mean, we'll also remember that you have the ability, like, say, with, any match that involves burning Godzilla, you can make Godzilla burning Godzilla instantly. So I think you could kind of apply the same sort of logic to fake Godzilla, where it's like, yeah, the base form is fake Godzilla, but you could pretty much just start out the match with the regular Showa Mechagodzilla.
I see a little bit of a problem here.
But yeah,
Because if you haven't noticed, I kind of like pointing out loopholes here. Your Mothra or Leo, from Rainbow Mothra or whatever you want to call Leo, lists metamorphosis from larva to imago, and from what I understand, we can't use larva Mothra.
Mothra Leo larva we can use. Mothra larva cannot. So
how exactly, unless it's some big ass story match, that's 20 long and written by someone by the name of Tom Zilla. How exactly is if I want to write, say Mothra Leo larva versus let's say Obsidious.
Natural larva?
And,
well, then you would just say kind of.
Natural larva, yeah.
We already have natural larva, so. Yeah.
But anyway, and say I want to have Leo transform. The larva Leo doesn't change really any differently than the Heisei one or any others. It just makes the cocoon and then the fairies sing a song here I'm reborn. So is that how Leo would have to transform, or can I just do the whole bunch of flashy Heisei lights and sparks and flashes and Caesars and okay, there's the adult Leo.
I mean, I guess it could still kind of work as an extended match where it's okay, Leo larva kind of comes up, the two start fighting, Leo gets drawn away, but the match is technically ongoing as it's Leo does his cocooning thing, comes out, finds the other monster, or even the monster hunts him down, and he only has a set amount of time to cocoon and come out as an Omego. So.
Also, because we're also talking about forms, and fake Godzilla has to become Mechagodzilla. Could Leo transform or get powered up into Rainbow Mothra and then become Aqua and Lightspeed and Armor and Eternal? Because if we can use Lightspeed Mothra, I have an amazing idea.
Well, I mean, you could use Lightspeed, but not as a fighter. But you could totally use it in the match.
I don't know if you guys, because I never actually read it, but I've heard about it from Wikipedia and other websites where the Flash, the superhero The Flash,
with
Lightspeed punch, and I kind of had an idea where I wanted to have Rainbow Mothra or Mothra Leo or whatever take on Bagan and transform the Lightspeed Mothra and ram him and send him flying into the sun.
I'm not sure, because Lightspeed Mothra, in context of the movie, is it kind of required Maul's power in order for Aqua Mothra to go Lightspeed.
I can totally write that into the match. It wouldn't be hard.
Right.
We have a hungry for bacon now. God damn it.
Hey, KaijuX, didn't we actually talk about the whole Mothra thing before? 'Cause I remember I brought up almost the exact same thing about Leo and the larva. You could, have the larva cocoon during the match.
Well, right, but it still require that time needed, though. So
So,
like I said, it would need to be an extended match where it's kind of all done in one match, but it's kind of played out into two parts, sort of.
I was actually thinking of Mothra and Mothra Leo versus someone. But Leo was a larva at the time.
Right.
And Leo's cocooning. Mom, kicks some ass and takes some names.
That could work.
Kind of like the first Rebirth of Mothra movie, right? It was the first one that Leo was introduced, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. Yeah, I like the first one. But that's Ghidorah!
Yep. Anyway.
Yeah.
I think Rebirth of Mothra 2 is the best Toho.
Another kind of random question. You guys know how Ultraman can change size, right?
I wasn't aware Ultraman could change size. I know Ultra 7 could, though.
Ultraman can change size. Ultra 7 can too, and I think Zone Fighter can also. Would we be able to have them shrink down in size and climb on Heisei Godzilla or something and fight a Shakurus?
That would be more
No.
subplot material, but
No,
that
no.
wouldn't be like, oh, you know,
Well, yeah, it wouldn't be like a regular match.
right.
You could
I
have
mean,
Jet Jaguar and Ultraman fight on Godzilla, though.
Yeah, I just from
But Jaguar's not a Shakurus.
well, I mean, it's like you could have a fight a Shockurus, but don't expect that to get Shockurus into KWC. It's just kind of like a subplot in the story. So
Yeah, I wasn't expecting Shockers. Well, because I figured we saw H-Man make an appearance, so why not
Yeah,
Shockers?
the H. I was surprised. I was surprised you brought the H-Man. I'm like, wow, they're pulling that out of their head. Nice.
granted, that's a Tom match, but I still admit that was pretty cool too. So
Oh, Tom.
Well, okay. I'm actually going to bring this up. I actually brought up, about years. Is it confirmed that 1954 is untouchable? Like, we cannot use that year. I actually asked this with KaijuX. Like, can we use these years?
I
I was actually thinking of doing a match set in like the 1930s with King Kong.
But why can't we use alternate time?
well, right. There's alternate timelines too.
I was
So
actually gonna do like Godzilla versus Godzilla Legendary in 1954 or something. Like Godzilla's Rampage and Legendary Godzilla was like, huh? Both were actually active in 1954. If we're going by that logic. I think it'd be cool, Tokyo's burning, Godzilla's roaring, and then the other Godzilla dredges up like, oh.
Speaking of what Shipper just said, I kind of do like the idea of Kaiju's fighting like in the 30s. I think that would be kind of gives off like a 1933 King Kong feel.
Yeah, I was gonna have like Kong, maybe some other monster in like the 1930s, kind of like maybe kind of like Frankenstein versus King Kong, only not really.
Yeah, I even had an idea. Well, it's not an idea, but I have like an idea noted down for a World War II based movie. Or not
Yeah,
movie.
yeah. I was
Ooh.
actually thinking Oh.
hello. Hey there, Eugene.
Like,
Wait, who is Eugene again?
He was one of the writers for KWC. Primal Godzilla version 2, I think.
Primeval Godzilla.
Yeah, that.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
It was the username I hated during my tournament because I hated.
Yeah, based on what NF said about World War II, I'm actually I'm actually thinking of Godzilla and maybe the nuclear bomb Godzilla was attacking during the bombing. I don't know. Hey, maybe we can have Nazi King Kong or something. I don't know. That's great. Nazi Mechanicon. Can we do it? No. Yeah.
Nazi Mechanicon and Nazi Gigan.
Nazi Mechanicon might work if Doctor Who is
What
involved.
about Captain Anguirus?
Oh my god,
Captain
yes.
Anguirus.
Oh my goodness.
Idea, like Matt noted down was like the Nazis found like alien technology and like a dead kaiju and they turned them into like Mechanicon and Gigan. I think the Allies were going to do it. The Allies
I was actually thinking of having Frankenstein be like a pseudo ally to the Nazi regime because Dr. Frankenstein. The Nazi, remember how Frankenstein's origin actually found his heart?
Oh yeah,
So-
that's right.
So at the end of that match, does Captain Anguirus stop a plane full of bombs and gets trapped under ice, and Samuel L. Jackson finds him?
No, that's Godzilla in that's Godzilla in 1975. What are you talking about? It already happened.
How do you think Godzilla got stuck in the iceberg?
Touche.
Oh, I'm
I was
considering
gonna
that
think
as
like
my
a
head
Winter
canon
Soldier
now.
kind of thing with Godzilla.
My goodness.
I'm hungry.
I can't believe
Well,
we're actually having this idea.
To answer also just the notes again, perfectly fine using pop culture references or anything of that nature because, like, yes, I mean Toho used it, like for Frankenstein, perfectly fine, or like even using that kind of stuff. What I will not have is like copyrighted material that is not Toho, that's like that's non-common, like that's not common material.
Like Gamora turning into EX Gamora.
Exactly, or think.
Hey, Grace, I have
Yeah,
a question.
great. You better not use any red versus blue references.
Hey,
Or
God
gonna
damn
get you.
Hey, I
I
actually
was
have a
gonna do that
question.
too. You suck.
Actually, I'm not gonna lie. My next story actually heavily relies on Red versus Blue. Without giving it away, it really, really relies on.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, I'm
Selby Lopez poets Mechagodzilla.
Hey,
Oh,
hey, Greg,
Mechagodzilla. Oh wait,
Sorry,
sorry.
go on.
Yes.
I was kind of about Frankenstein. Can we actually use Dr. Frankenstein, the character, in the KWC's, a character? Because remember, Frankenstein is actually Frankenstein's monster, not the actual doctor.
Technically, there was no Doctor. Wasn't there no Doctor Frankenstein? It was just the Germans.
I think it was just in context of the movie. I think it was just like the Germans that found the heart. It's never explicitly stated that Victor Frankenstein made him, but I think it's implied that this isn't the first time the heart has had a body. So.
Whoa,
okay.
Go back here. Frankenstein
was using Frankenstein's monster.
The Dr. Frankenstein was in Frankenstein Conquers the World.
I don't think so.
Yes, he was. It was not a big role.
Are you talking about that weird scientist guy?
Yeah, they traveled to Germany.
That's not Dr. Frankenstein.
What's his?
Yeah, let me find it real quick. I know his name's not Frankenstein. Believe me, I remember that. What was his name?
It's questions
Great
like,
shot.
It's questions like this that are.
I got you know how you were referencing Red versus Blue in your next match?
Yes.
I got the perfect idea. So the guy who makes Jet Jaguar and is controlling him, a new monster comes in. He never has seen it before, and then he looks up at the monitor and is confused at the new monster, and he asks, "What the fuck is with this guy?"
I'm okay with this.
Liesendorf.
Yeah, Liesendorf. That's the guy's name. So
I cannot actually use Dr. Frankenstein. Can I reference Dr. Frankenstein? This is his creation.
Or you can just make your own Dr. Frankenstein. I mean, it's not like Dr. Frankenstein's not public. What's the word I'm looking for?
Public domain.
Yeah. Dr. Frankenstein is public domain, so I really don't see why there'd be any issue with him.
Right.
That is fine. That is fine as long as it is connected to Frankenstein. I don't want Dr. Frankenstein showing up and freaking versing Godzilla.
No. I plan on having Dr. Frankenstein be connected to Frankenstein.
That's I wouldn't mind getting Dracula involved in the match, but the only way I can see that happening is having it take place way back in time.
Or the Wolfman.
Well,
hey, there's
having Dracula I want to say summon or even control maybe a flock of Gauss, back in medieval Transylvania, and then
So a Van Helsing kind of thing.
Wait, what?
Van Helsing?
Yeah, sort of like that, but not sucky, and and have Dracula controlling this flock of Gauss, and then Gamera having to come at awakening early, so it'd almost be the 1995 Gamera, if not even prior, and fighting Gauss in a medieval Transylvania environment.
Actually, in terms of swarm monsters, can we? In terms of monsters with swarm, can we actually have the military take down some monsters in a swarm? If there's a swarm of Kamikaze, can we have the military shoot down a couple?
Oh, that's fine. As long as the overall victory goes to the monster or monsters fighting the swarm, the military can take down some when it comes to hordes.
Okay,
so.
thank you.
That's fine.
Wow, we're actually getting progress. What do you know?
Well, it's because you guys have questions
the
to ask.
majority of the time has been us dicking around, basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
Surprising what happens when you ask a question.
Yes.
I asked a question earlier about an egg drop, and I got very confused answer.
I actually brought up a match that no one... I actually brought up with KaijuX a long time ago about a match no one's ever considered, even though it's really obvious.
Oh, yeah, that one.
Which one?
No one's done it. It seems like a natural match. Rodan versus Mega Giannis.
That is Space
How has
Godzilla
nobody
versus
done
Destroyer.
that?
I know.
Because it's too obvious.
Not wrong. It would be kind of obvious to do because it's like I don't know. It's just kind of like doing the matchups you expect are kind of like that's obvious. It's like yeah, I'd see why Rodan would fight Megaguirus, whole predator prey thing. I mean, like yeah, that's obvious. But what about something like Godzilla, Saurus, Bagan, and Batra team up to fight against an alien threat and a bunch of other monsters?
Still, I would love to see a Rodan movie of Rodan versus Megaguirus.
Definitely, yeah.
It's actually a good match. Just no one's done it because it's like
Because it's too obvious.
apparently yeah. Cause
Godzilla vs. Gamera is probably the most obvious one.
Oh yeah, Godzilla vs. Gamera is the most obvious of obvious. That's why it's the first one.
I mean, it is a very popular match. In fact, I mean, if something were to be launched, it'd be a very good way to start something because I mean, it is the most infamous of the two monsters of like the KWC, and just in general for Kaiju.
Thank God this is the fantasy match section. Otherwise, we'd be fucked.
Yeah.
We didn't mention Space Godzilla and Destroyer, so we're fine.
Yeah. So.
Until somebody actually writes that match. Deny.
You know what? There's one thing I can say. I'm actually really. I'm kind of questioning, Destroyer's auction destroyer beam. Like I think I brought this up with KaijuX, but if it was using Interior.
Oh right.
Like like that unlock like some genetic memory. Like I was killed by this thing, rampage mode.
Yeah, but didn't Destroyer have the oxygen destroyer beam, like the chest one, in the new PS4 game or whatever?
Not in the PS4 game. Not again. I have the game. I played it all the way through. I pretty much looked through every crook and nanny I could find. No chest beam in the PS4 game. But with that,
crooked nanny?
Sure. But with that said, the thing I need to make perfectly clear is that the PS4 game has differences. There's a difference between the PS4 and PS3 games.
And I'm thinking of actually getting the PS3 game,
So, yeah, I mean, it's like whether Destroyer has the chest cannon in the PS3 version, I have no idea. I haven't heard any word about that technique since we heard it who knows when, so...
I'm still gonna say we probably shouldn't use it, because,
We don't know what it's capable of.
Right, we don't know what it's capable of. There's no visual for it, so...
There is that...
I mean, there is I mean, like, the scene was shot, but there's no effect put in there.
Didn't we see the explosions, though?
Yeah, there were explosions, and... so, the scene... like...
Destroyed called explosions, though.
Well,
right.
Can't you see it? It was an invisible beam with explosions.
Yeah,
It was a ghost beam.
Oh my goodness. But point is, the effect was never fully completed. The scene was shot, all the sparks and all that were added, but it was never completed because it was apparently cut.
For some reason.
So
I would have loved to have seen that.
I know that would have been awesome.
That was great.
So apparently, from what I've seen, it's not an OKO move like Kiryu's Absolute Zero. It's just something he opens his chest, fires a couple times. It's a powerful hit, so it knocks Godzilla over. So
Sounds like it's a desperation shot more than anything else. Like
Right.
it's a last ditch effort. Like, okay, I gotta break out the big guns. What?
I guess.
It's sort of like Gamera's mana beam.
Yeah,
Yeah.
except not OKO.
Zero cannon.
Except it
But of
didn't
course,
work.
Destroyer's dream never came true, and it got cut.
Yeah.
He got cut midstream.
Yeah.
He didn't make his dreams come true.
So, yeah, I mean, if
You
there,
talk to Shia LaBeouf about that.
so yeah, if there's a visual for the
He was too
attack,
tired of giving up, so that's why he didn't start over.
so if there was a visual for the attack, I think there might have been some leniency, but as it is now, nah, no plans on adding the chest beam. So
There's also kind of I also know kind of a problem on Toho Kingdom.
Mhm.
If you go to the monster boss and trying to click on Gaios, you get subs to the dragon from Princess and the Moon.
oh really? Monster
Yeah.
Monster Bios?
Isn't it Gauss?
Gauss?
Gauss. Yeah, you should probably fix
Yeah,
that.
say the name right or don't say it at all.
Well, it also.
Oh
makes it-
crap! Yeah, you're right.
And
Dude, Alex, you are gonna hate the way I say so many kaiju names.
also, Legion, and Iris are also affected. All Gamera monsters are fucked. Aside from Gamera himself.
Yeah, Hyper Gauss leads to Dragon.
What the heck?
Baby Iris leads to Iris.
Baby
I-
Iris itself
the
leads to
dragon.
Dragon. Yeah.
Baby Iris leads to Baby Iris, but Iris leads to Dragon.
Yeah, I noticed that. What the? I
Sim-
thought I should.
Symbiotic
I-
Legion.
I-
Symbiotic Legion's fine, but the other legions are.
I thought I should point that out to you. That sounds like it's a problem.
Yeah, I think there's a.
Hagar's back.
Right. I think there's a threat for that somewhere in the forums, like a errors thread or something. I'm not sure where it is exactly, but it's out there. So yeah, definitely.
I want to say the errors thread. I'm not too sure.
Yeah, I just don't know where it is. General discussion, I think. I forget. Or
It's somewhere up there over the rainbow. Let's go with that.
That works. That works.
So I'm gonna ask a question. Now, will you use Daigoro's mother in a match?
Wait, mother?
Daigoro. Can we use Daigoro? Can we use its mother?
Not as a contender.
Kaiju with head hair are expelled.
Shit.
Kaiju can't be pretty.
You can't be beautiful. I'm sorry.
So that's a no then?
As a fighter, no. But as a little cameo, yes. Daigoro. Yeah, if you read Daigoro's first match, his battle with Junior, she appears at the way end. So.
Like I said.
Also, Megalo Man can't be added in because Greyshot's jealous of his hair.
And you know what?
I'd love to bring Megaloman in, but I will agree that having him in plus Ultraman, Ultra 7, and Zone Fighter, it's kind of monotonous.
Right,
The
definitely.
only thing different with Megaloman is literally he has awesome.
Everyone.
Yeah,
I
that's
found-
pretty much
found
it.
a way to cause hallucination. Mirror Man.
Well, to be fair, if you want to have a kaiju start hallucinating, just give him a bunch of berries.
No, but there's actually a kaiju on the bios. I'll even link this to you. It's a real thing. I checked. It's distributed by Toho, Mirror Man. One of its abilities is able to induce hallucinations using energy from the sun's rays. Why?
What?
That would be awesome. That'd be like Scarlet Witch powers.
Oh my goodness.
I can't help but feel like this sounds like a bad DC character.
Well, that kind of reminds me of Scarlet Witch's powers.
Wait, she
I'd
has a-
rather use
holy
Mirror
shit.
Flex or Mirror Knight.
This monster has flown under the radar. Look at these powers.
Dang,
And
what
who
the?
is this monster again?
Mirror Man.
Yeah, Mirror Man.
How have we not used this? This is amazing.
Well, like I said, he just sounds like a bad DC villain.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
it really doesn't
Yeah.
have that much stuff that Ultraman
But
does.
it was distributed by Toho. It's a.
Oh, right. I mean, yeah, he'd be an official candidate in the same way Megaloman would be an official candidate, but again, he's not going to be added for the same reason we're not adding Megaloman, so...
Right, he's virtually... Mirror Man is literally an Ultraman clone.
Pretty much.
I mean, he has the whole, I come through Reflect World and stuff like that, but...
Ooh, what about Green Man and God Man?
No.
No.
Oh, what
God
about Sanda and Gyra from them, though?
What about the evil Manila?
Yes!
Oh my
I've
gosh.
asked that. What, can we please get the evil Minya?
No.
No.
I will come back to Kate.
I would actually like to ask about Ultraman Jack.
Wait.
I can't say much on Ultraman because I am not well versed in that stuff. Outside of Ultra Galaxy Gamora, that's it.
Like Ultraman, Ultraman Jack is actually distributed by Toho. So can we use Ultraman Jack?
Nah.
No.
Nah, too similar.
Okay, just checking.
Wait, who do we lose? No, MM. No.
Yeah, I was wondering why it got really just all the audience improved a shit ton. I'm like, ooh, hey,
Eugene,
Rob.
you still alive?
Eugene!
You there?
Eugene, no!
Uh-oh.
Eugene!
Well, actually, guys, that actually probably marks a good time. It has hit the 2-hour
No,
mark.
Yeah,
so-
it has.
20 minutes.
It has hit the 2-hour mark, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, my
You're
script crashed.
Mark.
So, as always, thank you all for joining us for this.
I love how like on my Skype's crashing. It was like, it's good enough place to end it.
Oh,
It is.
that's just mean.
Well, it technically is. As we've hit our 2-hour mark, we don't want to go too far over. So, thank you, Andrew, as always, for hosting.
You're welcome. You're very much welcome. Oh, wait, hang on. Wait, MM, are you alive?
Yep, I'm here.
Okay. Alright, yeah, we're pretty much going to be ending the host now, so. Yeah, just
remember, people. Big
right.
drop.
Make sure to say goodbye to everyone's favorite, 2.5 people. 2.5 men, so.
I'm, of course, the third in command,
that a
Trashy
midget
Verifier.
So, yeah. Yeah, I think, for now, this pretty much concludes our KWCC of the month. And, well, let's just see what we get for next month. Because needless to say, if all goes according to plan, I should have a special someone on board. I'm not going to say who, but...
Oh, is it Arbok?
I'm not going to say who.
No, it
So-
must be Arbok.
I'm not going to say who.
Oh, I
Is it
can't-
Hacker? Is it Hacker?
I
Yes,
can't
it's
look.
Hacker. Okay.
It's Arbok. I
No,
should not-
it's that little shit-stained Brody.
it's gonna come
I don't
in-
approve of
come
any
see
kind of
him
sex
out.
that involves male genitals.
No, it's Mandacurus. Okay. that's this
And
month.
with Grace outside, we're ending this.
Yes,
Later, guys.
we're ending this. So, all right.
Bye.
Bye.
See you around.
All right. See you
Good
next
job.
time.
Run.
Egg drops.